Hey guys, it's Fida. I've lately been uploading a lot of cake recipes and you guys have been loving it. So today I've come up with another cake recipe. It's a Nutella swirl cake. So basically everyone knows a marble cake, swirl cake and a zebra cake. Zebra cake is a little bit different than a swirl and marble cake. So today I'm going to make a zebra type cake. This cake has a lot of mild flavor of that Nutella, and if you want you can use your favorite chocolate spread instead of Nutella. It's not gonna matter at all. So basically this cake has one batter that's gonna be really thick, and we're gonna divide it into two and add Nutella in one of them, and we're gonna make it chocolatey, and then you're gonna make it in a zebra type wave and bake it. After that you can frost it with Nutella or your favorite chocolate spread. So it's gonna be perfect. Everyone is gonna love this recipe and I hope you try it. So let's get on to making it.
First, into a large mixing bowl, add in 3 eggs along with 3/4 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of vanilla powder. You can also use vanilla extract instead of vanilla powder. Make sure you use 2 teaspoons of it itself. And then start beating it. You want to beat it until it's nice and light in color. You also want the size to double a little bit. So the color has slowly lightened a little bit, and right now it's totally pale. At this point you know you can stop. This is the perfect consistency that you want. It is in a ribbony consistency, the color has lightened and the batter has doubled also. Next into it add in half a cup plus 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm using vegetable oil. Beat that again just until incorporated. And then into it add half a cup of yogurt. You can use Greek yogurt also. Again beat that until just incorporated. And you can start adding the dry ingredients. That is 1 cup plus 4 tablespoons of flour and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. At this point you might think that the baking powder is a little too much, but that's the perfect amount. Beat that again nicely until incorporated. You want to have a nice and smooth batter. Once the cake batter is nicely incorporated, add in 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. The white vinegar will react with the yogurt and the baking powder to give you a nice and soft cake. Again beat that until incorporated. At this point you can stop your hand mixer and set it aside. Now I've divided my batter into 2 equal portions, and into one of the portions you have to add 3 to 4 tablespoons of Nutella. You can use the required amount also. Then just incorporate the Nutella in with the batter. I'm adding a little bit more of Nutella. So that's the batter that I have right now. Make sure your batter is not too thick or not too loose, because if it is too loose then it will mix up when we pour it in the pan alternatively. So if it is loose you can add in a little bit more of flour into it. Let's set that aside. And here I have 2 baking pans. These are of 6 inch. I've lined both of them with a parchment paper and greased with some oil. So first I'm going to scoop in a little bit of the white batter into both of the pans. Then I'm going to pour another scoop of the chocolate batter. Into both of the pans you have to do the same thing. And continue alternating. On top of this chocolate you have to add more vanilla. And then again on the vanilla you have to add chocolate. Make sure you pour it right on the center. More vanilla and then again more chocolate. And continue alternating in the same way until both of the batters are over. Now both of my batters are over and I've divided it into 2 baking pans. At this point you can keep it in a preheated oven for baking. Before that make sure you tap it. And then let's keep it for baking. Now both of my cakes are baked and cooled. Make sure you take it out only when it is cooled. Run a knife across the sides. And then remove your spring foam. Flip it over and remove the bottom parchment paper and the tin. It will come off very easily. Then you want to cut and level this cake. You'll have a very big dome on the top. You want to trim that off so that your cake is nice and leveled. So you can see the zebra levels. So you can see the patterns here. And then I'm going to cut my cake into 2 more layers. I'm going to cut each cake into 2 layers. This is just optional. You can go ahead and layer it this way. So the easier method to cut is using a thread. And it comes out really neatly. I'm going to do the same thing with the other cake also. Just go through the center and cross it, applying pressure. So the cake will cut into 2 layers and come out perfectly. Next, let's start frosting. Take a little bit of Nutella and put it on the bottom of your turntable. Keep your first cake layer and put on some Nutella on top of it. You don't want to sugar syrup this because it's already nicely sweet and it's also really soft. Spread out the Nutella really well and then keep in your second layer of the cake. Put on some Nutella and spread it again. I'm just adding a very thin layer to just get that mild flavor of it. Keep your third layer. Make sure you flip the bottom side up so that it's nice and Smooth on the top. Then keep your fourth layer. Again put out some Nutella frosting. And I'm going to frost this full cake in the Nutella. I'm going to frost the sides also really well. I'm just doing a very thin layer, just like a crumb coat. You just don't have to frost this cake. It's really good without frosting also. Now this cake has been frosted really well. I'm going to clean up the mess in the sides and I'll bring the cake right back. The sides are really cleaned now. I'm going to decorate this cake with some chocolate chips. I'm going to make a border around the sides with this chocolate chips. Then I'm going to put a few chocolate chips in the middle also. And there the cake is. It looks perfect, it looks so gorgeous, and it tastes even more better. Now let's cut into this delicious cake and have a bite. You can just refrigerate it for some time if you want. Or else you can cut it directly also. There it is. It looks so gorgeous. You can see all the marble with the white and the chocolatey one. And there's a lot of flavor of the Nutella. It's really good. I hope everyone tries this.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked it. And if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up down below. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Thanks once again and bye-bye.